Yo, what's up, Skibbity Rizzlers? It's Mr.NeverSleep. What's going on? I just kind of want to rant about this because it's a topic that's very, close to me. So you guys don't know this, but Linkin Park is my favorite band of all time. Anyone that does know me knows that much. Chester Bennington, especially, will always be the number one vocalist, the best artist that has ever graced this earth. And I don't think that anyone will ever be able to match the voice of Chester Bennington. There might be people that sound like him to an extent, but no one will ever live up to filling Chester's shoes. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. In the Linkin Park community, it's been a hot topic of debate for a while, and I guess less so since it's kind of died down, and I'm a little bit late to the party. But Emily Armstrong came in and replaced Chester Bennington, and I guess replaced isn't the right word because that's not really what's going on. They didn't want to replace Chester, so that's why they chose Emily, because it's something different, but they're still they're going back to that old early 2000s, minutes to midnight era of Linkin Park, Castle of Glass, Numb, things like that. They're doing songs like that again, but with Emily as their lead singer, and I love that. I love to see new content coming out from Linkin Park and the rest of the remaining members of the band just having fun with their music again. But there's a lot of people that don't like Emily Armstrong, and a large part of that is because of her ties to Scientology. And I started off in that camp. I didn't like to see Linkin Park coming back with a new lead singer because I was still caught up on Chester. But, I feel like that's kind of unfair for, people as fans to be saying, you can't do this. And they're just, really controlling and hateful towards anything new that the band tries to do. And this is nothing new. We saw this back in the day when Chester Bennington released, well, I guess not Chester Bennington, but the whole band. They did, they did the One More Light album. When One More Light came out in 2017, everyone was hating on it. They were like, this isn't Linkin Park. This is not the Linkin Park I know. I refuse to listen to it. I hate it. But even back then, I love Chester's soft vocals. Chester had a really good, just nice voice. So I've always liked Chester's softer stuff, like Valentine's Day. Blackbirds is one of my favorite songs by Linkin Park. And that's a lot of, just Chester's softer vocals. But people at the time were, very against it because it wasn't what they were expecting of Linkin Park. And I feel like that is just a really kind of toxic mindset to be in, where it's this goes against my expectations. This isn't what I'm used to, so I hate this thing, But as a band, they're just, you have to keep in mind, these are just people trying to have fun and do what they love, but also, make some money at the same time. It's not about, giving people what they want. It's about just having fun. You think they don't have enough money? You think Linkin Park, one of the biggest bands in their space in the world, doesn't have enough money already? It's not about the money. It's about, putting something out that they love and enjoy. And so I love to see the new member with the rest of the old Linkin Park crew just having fun making music again. And I feel like that is what Chester would want. He would love to see his friends making music again the way that they used to and having a good time. And the more I look into the whole ties to Scientology and stuff, and Emily Armstrong as a person, the more it's she didn't choose to be in Scientology. I think that is a very important thing to keep in mind. She was born into it, so what do you do when you're just born into something and you're not even given a choice, and then you go to do something and you make friends and you're doing something you love, and now this thing that you had zero choice in comes back and bites you in the ass? It's they didn't have any control over that. Imagine being manipulated from birth, then everyone like attacks you and jumps on you over it. I feel like that's just terrible, and I feel kind of bad for Emily Armstrong because she's a good singer. She is a good vocalist. She's not Chester Bennington, and like I said at the beginning of the video, no one will ever be Chester Bennington. But she's not bad. You know, if they started like a new band with a different name, I feel like there wouldn't be any controversy here. But because she's in Linkin Park now, everyone is just on her because people don't like change and they don't like things that they're not used to and that they don't expect. But, you know, it's like, why are we attacking someone over something that we know nothing about and that they didn't have a choice in? I think that that's like just really sad. But I love like everything that Linkin Park is doing. I love their new stuff. I think that it's great. And I'm just happy to see them back. I'm just happy that they're back. Because there was a very long period of time. There were years where after Chester passed away, like it was just radio silence and we got nothing. Then they came back and they released Lost, and all of this Lost footage, which is kind of funny with the name, with it being Lost recordings that they released, you know. But, you know, I love everything that's happening, and I hope that they continue to make new music, and I'm glad that they didn't let all of the, like, just attacks get to them, because that isn't what Chester would want. All of these fans of Linkin Park and these fans of Chester Bennington, really, because that's what they are. If you're a fan of Linkin Park, you're not going to go and attack Linkin Park for making new stuff. They're fans of Chester Bennington. All of these fans of Chester Bennington, do you really think this is what he would want? People just going out of their way to attack the new lead singer of Linkin Park? I don't think so. I think that would make Chester really sad. I think that would hurt him. You know? So, I'm just glad that they're back, and that's about it. So, see you guys later.
In my dreams, the memories are blinding. In my mind, the vows we made were binding. And every night I can't help but reminding myself of how it was before. We lost the love we held so tight. We killed ourselves with every fight. We lost our minds among the lies, and over time we stripped away the light. I'm falling down with the sun.